I'm at Freedom Property in Cleveland. Josh has asked me to come on his podcast today, which is so cool. I love Josh. I've known Josh for years. I have a lot of respect for him. He is the director of Freedom Property. If you're a new agent or if you've come up against some roadblocks recently in your career, I think this podcast will be really good for you guys. We're 15 and 18 years in our career and still have those roadblocks that we have to overcome. So we just speak about things that we do personally to get past them and keep growing in the industry.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and today we have the number one marketer in the building, Mrs. Tamara Hall.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So good. Number one marketer in Australia. I see you everywhere.
Do you really? That's
every
good.
bus stop. Oh, every bus stop.
Every bus. Do you see? I think more people see my bus here, or maybe I hear about it more because it goes.
Yeah, well, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
It's pink.
I know.
Yeah, it's just like the whole
loud.
side of the bus is just like pink with your face on it.
Yeah, it's a good one. You know what? It's funny because my first bus was black and it was just really like, I felt like it was classy, you know, it was safe. We wanted to do the pink bus, but I was like, I just didn't want the backlash from it. And then after the first bus, I was like, stuff it, let's just do the pink one.
Yeah. Are you allowed to do what you want? Like, you just with your marketing, you can just do whatever?
Yeah.
Crazy, eh? So good. Yeah, well, it stands out, that's for sure. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, there it is.
I never see it. Like,
it's definitely, it's doing the Redlands tour.
Yeah, that's good.
That's where it is. So, and you're on every billboard.
Yeah.
Like, you've got how many billboards? Like, you must have on and off, like.
I have two that I've signed contracts for a year on in Wynnum, and then the big one on Wynnum Road, month on, month off. Like, they're not cheap.
Seriously.
Yeah,
it all adds up, definitely. But it's working.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Thank you.
You're getting yourself out there. So, well, let's talk about that, let's talk about your marketing, because a lot of people watching this show, they're trying to get the wheels turning, So how did you do it?
It's one step at a time, I think. And putting yourself out there, it's taking risks. For example, like doing this sort of stuff, if you put yourself out there, it's taking risks, and there's the insecurities that's set in, and I think there's that saying, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
True.
It's
nice.
It's so good because I don't know, I think there's things that we don't do because we think, oh, what if we fail, or what if people don't like it, then we don't do it. So it's step by step, and taking one step at a time. But I think for me, it was, what was the question? I just forgot.
Something to do with like your marketing, like how do you stand out, how have you done this, like it's like you say, one step at a time, but like, because you've been in real estate for 15 years now. Is 15 years, is that right?
Yes, so 15 years, but on my own, I'd say for 5.
Yeah, nice.
4 or 5 years,
Nice. So you've had a good run in this business, but it started exploding for you at a certain point, didn't it? So what was that shift? Like, what was it? Was it work ethic? Was it the way you marketed yourself? Like, what was it?
A lot. It's like a whole lot of everything. Not having anyone to fall back on.
Yeah.
Like, the buck stopped with me, and just taking risks. It all started when I first started doing videos and acting in my videos. Like, that was one thing. I don't really do that anymore. Maybe I should do more of that. But I started getting scared in front of the camera because I had more eyes on me, so I didn't want to do it anymore.
I remember a couple of them, actually. That was the one when you were getting married, was it?
Yeah, there's a few of them. So I didn't care back then. I was like, whatever. And then when I had more eyes on me, I didn't want to do it anymore. And I guess now I'm doing more of it. I have to put myself back out there. The billboards were huge, but you can't just go and slap a billboard up and expect success. If you're not doing great things in the business, then having a billboard up is actually going to work against you, because people will be like, hey, that's that Tomorrow girl. Like, she did a really shit job.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just like, it's like when we market a property, you need to put it on realestate.com, domain, sponsor it on social media, send out letterbox drops, put a for sale sign up. Like, you do a video, there's everything. So you kind of can't, you have to, I try not to leave a tool out of the box when it comes to my own marketing, because at the end of the day, I need to invest in myself for people to actually see me. and for the business to keep running, I am the business.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know how to market yourself, you're probably not going to be able to market their house, are you?
Yeah.
And that's something that you do well. You do market yourself well. So is that something that comes naturally, or is it like, do you like wait and stop and think and plan this stuff, or you just do it?
No, I don't just do it.
You plan?
Yeah, I definitely plan. I had a full-time marketing manager, Camille. She's freelancing now, but I still have her. You know what? It's a really good topic to speak about. So Camille was full-time in my business. Camille's incredible at her job, but now she's freelancing, and somehow we just fit it back in and it's still working. But there was 3 or 4 weeks there where I didn't have someone. And I think some people would think, oh yeah, you're saving all this money. But I actually felt all of this pressure. Like, I'm actually not spending the money on someone to do the marketing now, but it's all on me and it's being done half-assed.
Yeah.
And I just felt like a shift in the business.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't investing and it wasn't being done. And people were messaging me saying, hey, are you okay? Like, I don't really see you on social media.
Yeah, okay.
So you have to, I think if you're not spending the money, you're not making the money.
Set some reps. Set some reps, you know. Like, you got to keep going to the gym, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
It's, like a lot of the agents here, they're like, all right, I'm going to go hard this month and I'm going to spend the money on a digital ad and I'm going to do this and then I'm going to like just go missing for 2 months. You know? And it's that set and forget stuff. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? You know, like, you got to have your plan behind you, you know, figure it all out, pass it over to someone to do and you stay in your lane.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's just too much. Like, I guess when you're not going to be at a point at the beginning where you can employ someone to help you, but getting freelance work and outsourcing a little bit of it is good. But yeah, you know what? Real estate is, in my opinion, I don't know if it's the hardest. Maybe I think that because I'm in the industry, or one of the hardest industries to be successful in, because when you start out, you don't go to work and get paid. You go to work and you're hustling and you're dealing with fear and anxiety and rejection while not getting paid. And you don't get paid for a long time. And I think there's just so much to learn. So there's so much that a new agent has to actually think about.
Seriously.
And learning the ropes is the first thing. And that's even just in admin.
Yeah.
Because that's when you learn so much.
Absolutely.
And then the marketing side of things. So I feel like I'm going off topic here, but.
No, this is good though. This is good because, like, you can't see this, or, you know, if you're listening to this, you can't see this, but Tamara's got her videographer here right now filming this.
Yeah.
You see, so you're not missing a trick.
No.
You know, so you're making the most of every opportunity. And that's what I see, you know, when I see that. So, you know, again, agents, you need to just, you know, slow down a little bit and make sure you're not wasting anything. You know, wasting a listing, wasting an under contract, wasting a sold, you know, because that's what you do well. You know what I really like of yours is the walkthrough videos.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like, lounge or like sleep or whatever.
Or on a trampoline cool. I think they're really cool. They're fun. And I just decided I was going to do one with every video. And you know what? It's not a professional thing. You love them, and it's just an iPhone thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just on an iPhone. Camille makes them.
Cool.
They're amazing. So I think don't complicate it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And as I said, we get caught up in like, oh, will people like it? Or, you know, but just do it. Get it out there. I think being on social media, you have to do it these days. You have to get out there, and because otherwise people don't understand your personality. You're just another photo on a for sale sign or another, you know, like there's so many agents. So I think you're allowing people to understand your personality through social media without them even knowing you. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, you're going to find your people, you know, sometimes it takes time and then you do a good job for them.
Thank you.
And then, you know, they come back to you, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
You have such a nice smile, Josh.
Thank you.
You smile with your eyes.
Oh, you know, you make me blush. But no, look, we've been watching like your profile over the last couple of years explode. And, you know, for people that don't know, obviously your mum was in real estate before you.
Yeah.
Does that add an extra level of pressure to you, or?
It really did.
Yeah.
I won't go into my story. It's a very long story, but long story very short. When mum retired, I actually quit real estate. Do you know that?
Yeah, I think I think so.
And
I moved to whatever, but it's because I was like, oh, I can't do this on my own. And then I had to come back and, it was kind of like it definitely was a sink or swim. But
why didn't you think you could do it?
Because the shoes were so big with Mum.
Yeah.
And I that's why I didn't do anything in my own right when she was here, because I was thinking, well, why would they list with me when they could have her?
True.
True.
Yeah.
It's all that insecurity and, the noise and it's just all bullshit. So the insecurities and
seriously
mental blocks, and it's all just bullshit. I think meditating and doing all that sort of stuff helps you.
Oh, definitely. The real estate is a stressful world, and that's what you sort of hit on before. It's there's a lot you have to do, and at the start, it's very hard. It's extremely hard to get the wheel turning. So, you got to stick at it, don't you?
Yeah.
You just got to keep going because 15 years plus in the game, been doing this for 18 years. This didn't just happen.
No.
You got to.
Yeah,
put
it's a
yourself
long
out
road.
there.
But, working with Mum and having that experience, I'm still learning stuff every day, right?
Yeah.
But I had so much knowledge, which I think new agents wouldn't have. So, I knew how to strategize and, sell a property really well and for more money than, it was probably worth, because I had a lot of experience. But, yeah.
You get that little bit of a head start. You reckon that's the best place for people to start?
Definitely.
In someone's team?
Definitely. It makes me sick going back and thinking about that again, because I feel like I'm a bit traumatized from it, because you feel like you're this tiny little fish in a sea of other fish trying to make sharks trying to make it. And I don't want to scare people off from getting into the industry, but starting out in a team and just learning the ropes and just taking it step by step and not trying to go into being a real estate agent straight away, because it's going to suck. There is nothing good about that.
Seriously. Yeah, it is. It's so hard to get at this wheel turning, as we like to explain it. But once it starts going and you get to a position like you are now, it becomes a lot more enjoyable. Yeah. So what does your normal days look like now?
Okay, so I go to the gym 4 days a week. So once I've done that, first of all, I write in a journal. Yeah. That is life-changing for me.
Awesome.
Either a gratitude journal or rage on the page, I call it. Rage on the page. And that's really good for the morning. But then I'll have appraisals and photo shoots. Thursdays I have photo shoots, but on a normal day, it's appraisals and buyer appointments and meetings, and it's pretty back-to-back.
So you're trying to stay face-to-face?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about all the other stuff? Do you pass that over?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't really do any admin anymore.
Awesome.
Yeah. Kate, my executive assistant, she's on my emails all day, every day. I don't touch emails at all anymore. And I've done that because if I'm reading some emails and then she's reading some emails, I feel like some things would slip through the cracks, her assuming I've seen something and me assuming she's seen something. Yep. So my emails is Kate's job.
Perfect.
And then she'll screenshot things to me and send it to me, and I'm all over it, or she's responding from it. Nothing gets missed on an email. If someone sends me an email, they're getting responded to. Yeah. With regards to contracts, Form 6s, she does all of the admin, and then marketing is handled. So I list and I sell.
Sick. Nice. Yeah, that's where you got to stay. Got to bring in their business.
Yeah. But you know what? I did it all on my own.
You did?
I don't even know how. Yeah. The marketing, doing designing the brochures. You probably have people just to design them here. I did them myself. Design the brochures, write the ads, upload the properties, order this for sale sign, letterbox drops, prospecting, everything on my own. I don't know how I did it. Yeah. And I'd have 10 listings on the market too.
Absolutely.
Wild. It's just wild.
Yeah, I did used to do it all, and then I was just nah. Yeah. I was like, this is too much, because it does, doesn't it? And then it just becomes so stressful, and then your service lacks, and then you realise where you need to be, which is, at the front of the business, attracting the business and, securing the deals, So, it's a little shift that I see a lot of agents come here, and then they're like, oh, I'm used to writing my own ads, and I'm used to doing this, and I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you've got a really great system here.
Yeah, we've got a good system. We've got a good team, and just about putting the right people in front of that system, so making them follow it. But you're, you've got a wealth of knowledge for real estate agents, and obviously in your marketplace there. So, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Like there's not much further you could go in Remax. Like you're already top of the game there, really. Like what is your ultimate goal in real estate?
It changes. Hey, like I think
take over the world one day, and then next I'll just chill.
About what I say. My goal is like I eventually want to have my own space, whether that still be under the Remax banner or my own thing, And I want to, like, I've got Kate with me, and I want, like, Anna will come back from maternity leave as an associate, and I just want to create, this family of, I'm so close with my team, and I want them to have the success with me.
Yep.
It's, if I didn't have my team around me, it would be hard for me to go to work every day because, it's so much better enjoying the success
and when you're getting listings for other people as well, like it definitely helps.
Yeah. I write down all the time. Like I just want to help people, and I want to create this. I don't know. What am I trying to say?
Well, yeah, you're trying to think of the bigger picture, really, again, aren't you? You know, it's like, for sure, legacy maybe is what you're trying to say. I don't know. Yeah.
I want 70% market share. Like if you look on realestate.com, it says I've sold more than any agent in the area, but I don't think I've got 70% market share.
Yeah.
I want 70% market share. I don't know where that number came from, but that's what I want.
It's a lot of listings.
Yeah. I can handle it.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of listings. Yeah, you probably won't want it when you get it. You'll be like, oh, it's too much.
Yeah. And I don't know why. It's not like it's for the money. It's never been about the money.
Yeah.
But it's just like I just want to be, I don't know where that comes from, but I just want to be it.
Yeah, nice.
There's listings that pop up and I haven't been called into those appraisals, and I wonder why,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, back in the day when I was like in that same sort of zone, I used to get really upset.
Yeah.
It'd be like, there's a listing going up here.
Serious?
And they haven't called me and it's in my patch. Yeah. I'm just like, it's going to take me a couple of days to get this one. I just want to get it out of my, my zone. But it's good to have that though. I think if you don't have that, like, do you really want to be an agent? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the loss of an agent these days is what, oh my God, that really hurts me.
What do you mean?
Like if I lose an agent here.
That's so sweet,
that kind of stuff, because that's what really is like painful now, like losing a listing, I can get over that one. Yeah. But losing my people.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's nice though. I like that.
Yeah, but that's obviously...
It shows you really care.
But obviously that's where you're sort of going, your business is going, because it's more about the people for sure. Like you want to get listings, but you want to get listings to, help your people, So, yeah, that's awesome. What's something that you would suggest people do if they, if they're struggling right now, because we've all been there, it's a roller coaster real estate, it's just like, they had a good run last year, and it's just like it's not moving as quickly as they'd like.
Yeah, but it's like that for everyone,
Yeah.
I think in life we think, I'm struggling right now, but every single person is struggling.
Yeah.
If it's like family or a relationship or money or business, everyone is struggling. If someone's not, my God, are they God? So. You're not the only one, but you still feel it. But, coming into this year, I had a lot of changes. Anna left on maternity leave, and Anna was like my rock, and then Kate's replaced Anna, and Kate's incredible. I can't speak more highly of her, but there was still change. It was like my family. I had a new family.
Yeah.
Then Camille had left, and so it was me and Kate, and then I put on a new associate, and it was just all of this. I just felt like, oh my God, and then it was slow. The market had slowed end of last year and this year, and I literally was like, Anna's on maternity leave. I was calling her in tears. Like, can I even do this anymore?
Yeah.
Am I even good at this anymore? And I'm like holding the fort because I felt like I didn't have that support network that I usually had.
Yeah.
And okay, if you're feeling like that, I think it's just, like I had to get myself out of that real quick.
Yeah.
And it's just coming back to the basics. So your foundation is your mindset and, believing in yourself and remembering how you actually got there and, taking a step back and seeing what you've created, whatever that may be, even if it's just getting your first listing. That's amazing. And then you miss out on the next one, like coming back and actually taking a step back and being like, that person listed their house with me and get yourself into a better mindset, which is going to keep you going. So it took me a lot to get out of that. And now I'm looking back like, wow.
We're like fighters.
Yeah.
You might get knocked out.
Yeah.
But like you just got to get up and get yourself back in the ring. Eh?
Yeah. And 100%. And, I'd be waking up like, fuck, like so lost. Like, what am I even doing? It's crazy. And people would look at me and think, how would you feel like that? But you're only human. And I'm sure you've had days like that too.
Absolutely. I went to Dubai recently, went for a couple of weeks. It was awesome. And I didn't list a house for 3 weeks. And like, this was like, I only got back like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, starting to be like, oh my God, like, I haven't got any listings. Like, I've still got listings, but I need to get some listings. I haven't got anything for I'm like, what's going on? That person just listed with this person ringing me.
Yeah.
I'm like, do they think I'm done?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
So it's just like everything is like, boom, attract it. I wrote on the board 20 listings this month. We're getting 20 listings. We've got 8 already this month. So we're 8 days in and we've got 8 listings. So we're on a day, listing a day at the moment. But you got to attract it, don't you?
Yes.
I'm like, I've been texting the team every night, every morning. I'm like, 20 listings, 20 listings. It's all you want to think about.
You remind me of Jordan Belfort.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
No, but even you, like 15 years in the business and you're running your own company, you got staff and like agents underneath you and you still are like, fuck, you have this realization and it was probably nothing, but you you don't want to, you want to get back on the horse and keep going.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. And I think gratitude is the absolute antidote to negativity and just appreciating the little things. It's like, if you write down, sometimes I feel like it's a bit of a struggle, especially if I'm not in a good place. Like, I'm grateful for my house and my dogs and my car, you know what I mean? My staff. Like, and then I'm like, you're not even right now,
Yeah, seriously.
That when you start doing it, you just keep writing and it just gets messier and messier and the page gets longer and it really changes your mindset in that moment to actually just be like, I am grateful for that. And you become a bit lighter. And so if you're feeling like that, just, I don't know, tips that I can give you is meditate. It's so annoying, but you know what?
You got to attract it. You got to.
You got to attract it, yeah. And write down what you want. In the morning, I think my mind is the clearest and I am writing in my gratitude journal. The other day, I was writing, I don't know what I was writing. I was like, everything that I want is coming to me. And this voice in my head was like, what do you want? I was like, hey, that's a good question. And then I write down what I actually want, which was 70% market share. So just writing it down, I was actually just going through life with a blindfold on, not having really any direction.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not supposed to be easy.
No.
It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So, you gotta just ramp it up, I reckon, and just got to get that negativity out of your mind, eh? And really figure out what's important to you.
Yeah.
Like me having a baby, my little girl,
I can't believe it.
my little river, and just that whole family dynamic that I've got now, like it's which I didn't have before. Like that makes you really appreciate things. It makes you realize like you want to, get things to another level as quickly as possible, help out people. But, there's stress to that too as well, So everyone, like you say, everyone's got stuff going on.
Yeah.
But you just gotta, stop fucking, whinging about it, I guess. And like, it's like, start doing some positive things and let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, us real estate agents, that's what we do, isn't it? We just want to conquer the world and just dominate and
And you know what? Like, when you're starting, there's all this fear and anxiety, but it never goes away. I got to I've done 2 years and everyone, I'm like, what the hell? Like, why? I just want to crack that.
Yeah.
So then I ruffle up the feathers and, I want all this change in the business and it's changed. And I'm like, I don't like this anymore. It's really uncomfortable. But, I feel like and I speak about it so much. Gabe and I just went to Sydney for the REV Awards.
Yeah.
And I spoke about it a lot. Like, it's not the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah.
Because the destination is never
going to get there, are you?
Nah, you never, ever will get there.
Yeah.
Like, you get there and you're like, oh, cool, well, what's next?
Yeah.
So, and then if that's all you're focusing on, you miss out on all the good stuff, whether it be really good, like perceived by you as really good or just really good in learning.
Yeah.
and if you miss a listing or whatever, yeah, it sucks, but it wasn't your listing in the first place.
Yeah.
It was a lesson, you know, and if you're really aware and you're learning from all these things like roadblocks and dips and, you know, rejection, like it's actually all for the greater good.
Yeah.
To make you a really awesome,
That's it.
bulletproof agent.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to do a lot more of is, and definitely enjoying the journey because, like when you're so in real estate, there's so much going on, like it is hard, but, you know, like even going to seminars or events like you just did, like that's enjoyable, hey, and you have to like slow down and be like, oh, let's enjoy this, you know, let's take the flight, let's stay somewhere nice, you know, let's, you know, try and enjoy real estate a bit more. And I think agents in the marketplace need to remember that as well. It's like, you know, you're getting to know the coffee shop owner because you want to get to know them, not because you're looking for business.
Yeah.
You know, just get to know these people, you know, like, and enjoy that part of it. So I think we forget that a lot.
Yeah, I do too. And it's just like this, you know, getting into this industry, you're literally getting into a big... I feel like I'm so negative about the industry.
No,
but
it's
like
real.
A lion pen, you're like, yeah, I want to get in there. That looks fun. But there's just going to be, I think the best advice I can give is just make sure your foundation is so strong, like your mindset and not focusing on the end goal so much, just the journey and being really positive and seeing positives in everything.
Yeah.
If you get bad feedback, awesome, cool. We'll all learn from that and move on or fuck them.
Yeah.
And that's just,
The lionesses are one to be messed with in the line pen though, so you have to be careful there. So Tamara, thank you so much for coming in today. It's been amazing. I appreciate it. So stay tuned.
Thanks
Thank you
so much, Josh. Thanks, guys.
See ya.